Hey, what's up, fellas? I'm Ryan, a certified strength and conditioning specialist from theworkoutcorner.com, and you know what today is. It is a great day for working out and answering some of your questions, which is exactly what I do here. Every Monday, I pick the top 3 questions from the comment box below. Winner of the best question gets free access to my 80/20 course, where I teach you the core fundamentals with my 5 blueprints that you need to get serious results, if you want to get results, that is. So, with that being said, let's jump into our first question. Ryan, just started using your 3D chest workout, and some days when I'm working out in the gym, it's really crowded. What do you recommend I do? Should I wait to get the equipment I need, or try something else? Basically, is what we're asking here. And this is something that you probably run into a lot, and I know for me it's a little frustrating because I was like, ugh, I feel like I'm back in kindergarten. We have to share, and I don't want to share. I just want to do my workout, and everybody else, get out of the way, right? But there are a couple of approaches to this. First of all, what I would do, I usually will wait because I like just going through the rhythm and staying on the workout program that you are doing and not mixing it up. So I'll wait, but there are a couple of caveats there. One, if the person on the equipment is like goofing off, like if they're talking on their phone, they're not really lifting, like there's nothing wrong with coming up and asking them, politely, but just being like, hey man, like, are you finished with this? Are you done? Or actually, what I would always ask is how many more sets do you have left? That's a good question to ask. How many more sets do you have left? That way they have to give you an answer. And this is funny because you'll see the guys who don't, most of them don't have a workout log. They're not following a routine, so they'll be like, I don't know. They just make up a number on the spot, 2 sets or 3 sets, whatever. So ask them that. If I shy away from asking someone to work in, I don't like that because when I'm working out, if I'm doing a timed workout, working in with somebody can mess that up. So but that's a personal preference. Certainly if it's really really crowded and it's peak time, 5 to 7 p.m. is usually a busy time, at least here in the States, in the gym. You're just gonna have to share, and it's not the end of the world. But to answer your question again, yeah, I would wait. If it's going to be over, if they just got on, then hop to the next exercise ahead and then come back and go to that. All right, hope it helps. Need 9. Let's see. Need 9 names now. Oh, what do you need those names for? It says, hey Ryan, is it better to train multiple muscles at the same time or isolate them? Okay, very popular question, right? Do I do full body workouts, isolate, and unfortunately your question here is missing a lot of information, right? What are your goals? What are you trying to accomplish? What are you looking to finish as a result of the workout? So, in general, it's always better to opt for compound exercises that are working multiple muscles. Bench press, squats, deadlifts, pull-ups, dips. Those guys are your good staple exercises, and you really should build a core workout focused on those, and don't worry about 35-degree arm curls with my wrist pronated, all this kind of crazy stuff. That's getting too far into the details and not focusing on the fundamentals that matter. That's kind of stuff that you learn, that I teach you in the 80/20 course, because when we're working out, there's so much information and it's very challenging because we hear all this stuff and we're like, oh, I want to try this new trick or that new trick, and it really comes down to some core fundamentals, and you just focus on those. That will get you 80% of the way, and then that remainder 20% is where you can spend the time on the isolation exercises. So to answer your question, focus. Again, I don't know your exact goals, but in general, it's always better to focus on the compound or multiple muscle movements versus the isolation. All right, hope that helps. William Poplin says, so I'm getting ready for the Navy and I wanted to know what's better, running then working out or working out then running, or does it not matter? Thanks, Will. All right, Will, so good question. Cardio, you want to work out before you do the cardio. So work out first and cardio after, and the reason being is that our body uses different energy systems to fuel those activities. So to keep it real simple, imagine that our body has to spend money to accomplish either one of those two. When you're working out, you can only pay with cash. That's the only thing you can pay with. When you're running, you can pay with cash, or you can also pay with your debit card from the bank. So what happens is when you run, if you run first, your body will take the cash, and then it will start going to your bank account. And you shouldn't be, normally we don't walk around with wads of cash, in our pockets. So you're going to run out of that soon, and you have more in the bank. But the problem is when you run out of the cash, and then your body's going off the bank account, and so it has a longer supply. Then when you come to try and lift weights, yeah, you still have some money in the account left, but you don't have any cash because you already spent it, right? So So it's not an effective workout. If you do it the other way, if you lift weights first, you spend the cash lifting the weights, you still have money in the bank account so that when you run, you can do your cardio exercise. All right, hope that helps. All right, fellas, that'll do it for another episode of Mind Food Monday. Go ahead and put your questions for next week in the comment box below, and I'll get to those. Hey, Will, thanks for your question in your upcoming service. You are the winner this week, my man. Post a comment in the comment box below so I know you saw this. Get you hooked up with the 80-20 course. Everybody else, have a good week. Lift hard. I'll talk to you next Monday.